Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining me today on my journey. My name is Bill. This video today is about, I'd like to talk a little bit about customer service. Yeah, customer service and how bad it's really getting. Getting pretty bad, really. It's the same, same stores we usually go to all the time seem to be getting worse on customer service. um, yeah, they're just, there's no good customer service really anymore. It's just they're right and you're wrong. um yeah, just is talking about a little bit of how bad I feel about customer service. Just, it's just like the other day, my my daughter and her friend went to the movies, and they pay for their tickets, and the lady charges her actually twice because it didn't go through. Well, the first time it went through, and then she checked her bank account and said it did go through. And she argued with the lady at the movie and said, no, it didn't go through. We'll try it again. She says, no, it went through because I only have enough money to buy my ticket, and I have enough money left to buy some popcorn. Um, but she didn't have enough money because the lady ran her card twice. So she didn't have enough money to buy popcorn, and we told her that it came out twice now. Since you did that, now she has no money for popcorn or pop or any of that stuff. So they kind of made it worse. They should have given her credit on doing that to her. So it turned into a big ordeal, really, and my daughter was upset about that. So they pretty much basically told me if they didn't like it, they could leave. Um, that was pretty horrible customer service. They went up to their seats and everything, started watching the movie, and um, they were kind of watching them and everything because they thought they were complaining about something that it wasn't their fault. So they ended up telling they can leave when they were starting to watch the movie, because the guy came up, security guard, and started talking to her, or actually started staring at her, and then holding his billy club like he's going to do something to two young girls. But so he came up to him, and they were just staring at him. And so he told him, you guys got to leave. He's the one who was starting stuff by standing there with his billy club. Sorry about the airplane going over. But yeah, it's like that's just one of the things that happened in the last week or two. Um, we went to that movie a lot. That movie's on the south side of town. And it was a good, there are better prices because not nobody goes to the south side. They stay to the north side where there's more stores and the mall and stuff like that. So they try to bring business to their area. We try to help them out, and then their customer service pretty much scared us away now. So we're not ever going to go back there. Um, but yeah, that was kind of a bad thing, for my daughter. Just loves going to movies, and no fault of her own. They should have did something, give her credit or something there. But just like my incident one time, somebody was been double charging me at this little convenience store that has a drive-through window, and I've been going there for a few years, and it was a couple of years ago where I noticed something on my bank statement on my bank app that was double transactions. So I went to the bank, and they said, yeah, that's definitely two transactions from that same place. So I kind of questioned them about it at the convenience store, but I didn't have my receipt. I can see that. But she was nice enough to look it all up the times I was there on that day, and trying to find out who the person waited on me. But she never could find out my transaction. It was kind of weird. But yeah, and then that was like a couple of years ago, and then just recently, last week or a few days ago, went there because nothing, they have a new group of people, which is, it's kind of nice, and um, they're all real pleasant, so I thought this is not going to happen again or not. Well, it happened quite a few more times. I wasn't really paying attention to my app lately, um, looking at it, I found a few double charging transactions. Let's say, like, instance, it's $15, there would be another $14 right below it, on the same day or the next day, which I never go back the next day. I usually go every couple of days, every 3 or 4 days, maybe. So I noticed that this was happening about 5, 6 times, So I didn't have a receipt, and I went through the drive-through window again. So I talked to the manager the other day, and she said that she looked into it, but since I don't have a receipt, I tried to show her on my app a little bit, but since I can't really prove it without a receipt, I told her I will never come back or use the drive-through window ever again. I'll come in, I'll demand a receipt if I come back here again. But it's happened to me a few times, Another time, was a gas station here right down the street. They've It was like a year or two before, like, it's I went to pay $20, and or I went in to pay. I want to get $10 worth of gas so I can get some extra money out for my daughter one day, a $10 bill. So I ended up going in there, and the lady took my money, and I was just looking at the lottery tickets, and looking around a little bit, and she stuffed in her drawer real quick and told me I only gave her a 10. I said, no, I'll give you a 20. I had to get, it's the only money I had left in my wallet was a 20. And I needed to get change. That's why I'm only getting 10 of gas. She said, no, you have to open your register. She says, no, I can't do that. So I was out without $10, and I complained to the management and called them up too, and the same thing. They look into it, but never called me back. It was probably a year later or so. They have new ownership, management, and it was like I go in to pay for gas with my debit card this time, and I pay $20 for gas, and I come outside to pump the gas, and push the button and everything. Nothing lights up, nothing's working. There's no gas coming out. So I go back inside and I tell the clerk, I just paid you $20. There's no gas coming out yet, bro. So can you make sure you turn it on? So he turned it, you go check now. You check it now, it should work fine. So I go out there and check it. No, it's not working. I go back inside again, tell him, all right, man, can you just put me on a different pump or something? This one's not working. And he tells me it's probably out of fuel. And I can't use another pump. And it's okay, then I want you to put my money back on my card for me right away. So he said he did. I stayed there for a while to see if it was going to go back on. Of course, it'd take a couple of days or so to go back on your card. So I waited for a couple of days, and eventually I think it did go back on my card, but I don't go there no more. That's just another place, just like my wife shopping at a big time grocery store that's popular. And this is only about a week ago or so. And she went to use her coupons, at the store. And the clerk pretty much slapped her hand and said, no, you're not going to use those right now. I'm just too busy to do that or something. And basically slapped her hand, she said. And she didn't want to make a scene or anything. So she just paid her bill and left, but that's horrible, to customer service is just and you try to ask them for a senior discount, or, I'm retired, but some just don't want to do that either, but yeah, it's just not right to treat people like that no more, because what happened to the customer service before, where, the customer was always right. The customer's always right. Um, and that used to be a lot. You could, if they're going to argue over for $1, or I'm going to argue if it's a lot more than that, and just like, most of the places, I go around, they don't say thank you, have a nice day, thank you for shopping here, none of that. It's usually me that's saying that, thanks, thank you, but they don't, there's no courtesy in that no more. They just hire whoever they can to get work, I understand, but when the businesses are going down everywhere, it's due to customer service, and bad attitudes. Like I said, back in the day, you're always right. The customer is always right, especially if you've been shopping there for a long time, I mean, but yeah, I just want to get it off my chest a little bit about how bad customer service is. Um, it's horrible. That's why I just say I can't believe, restaurants, stores, I see them closing down everywhere, and it's due to their bad customer service. And employees they hire don't care. They'll argue first with to prove their point over yours. For anything that's small or big, it doesn't matter, and it'll be the last place I go there too. I really don't want to go out and spend my money when the prices are so high and get treated like crap, and then steal your money on top of that, just like the convenience store. It just, I've been going there for a while, it's got a drive-through window. It's convenient, usually everyone's nice, but there's a few culprits in there, I think, and they're doing something, which they don't agree with me about it, that there's no way they could steal your identity. Like, well, they got my debit card. Can't they take pictures of it? There's always some way you can do it, when I start noticing double charges of different prices on the same day, I'm a little concerned about that. I think it happens, but this place, it's happened, like I said, 5 times recently. I go all the way back looking for the last few months, and it's been happening. I really thought the people who worked there were good. I guess not everybody's good, but yeah, that's just a quick video today about things like, customer service. Just looking at my notes here, but yeah, just some places I just won't go to anymore. I just will not go. So I just want to put that out there, how about bad customer service is now. You can leave in the comments, my name's Bill, about if you have bad customer service and how they treat you, or they're not like they used to before. They don't even say thank you, have a nice day. They just let you, they don't care if you come back or not. And that's just horrible. But if you had experience in restaurants, retail, stores, or whatever, put down in the comments below, about how horrible it is. They'll sit there and argue with you, that you're wrong. It used to be you're right, but you're wrong now. But yeah, if you could just subscribe, like, share, or any of that, comment below, I'd appreciate it. But this is my Bill's retirement journey. But yeah, I just want to put a video out today about this. I just it's getting worse. You see more stores just closed everywhere. But yeah, just let me know in the comments if you had any bad experiences with stores, or not overcharging you, or you finding duplicates of money transactions when you only bought one thing and there's 2 transactions for something else. But yeah, let me know below. I appreciate it. Thank you. Have a God bless day, and be safe out there. Thank you.